Hey, what's up everybody? This is Gascally Simmons from Gearworks.com and the E2KT Network channel on YouTube, here with another episode of an accounting of third measures. So I've been working very hard tonight to try and get this all set up, and while I should be going to bed, I felt like after getting everything up and running, I just had to go ahead and get this game capture done tonight. I did opt to do a game capture instead of a live stream. Which is what I was supposed to get done this morning, but I didn't get up in time. So let's go ahead and start running down all of the hardware and software that is in play tonight. It looks like the train is powered up. Now, I think I'm going to get some run backs here, which is one of the elements of game design that I don't like. In this title being the original Max Payne for PC. Pretty sure there's gonna be a bag. Okay, maybe not. I thought there was gonna be a bad guy somewhere down here. I guess they're just gonna let me proceed to the train. So I have quite a number of things in play tonight. I'm surprised I'm able to get through them all. So, but as always, as usual, let me go ahead and run down all the hardware and software that's in place. So like I said, I played the original Max Payne for PC. Actually, I'll look up real quick when this game released, because I don't recall off the top of my head. Absolutely one of my favorite games of all time. So July 23rd, 2001. So that's an old jam. This is one of the few games that I actually tracked from its development cycle all the way through its release. Oh, I didn't even see those guys. Ammo. So man, I played this on my original old Dell Inspiron. This is one of the great travesties of this game. Now,
one way or the other, I was going to find out.
On PC is for some time, I want to say since like Windows 7, when you try and play this game, you lose the voiceover commentary during the noir comic book cutscenes, which is, they're highly cheesy, but they very much, I mean, they really are the story. I mean, pretty much there's nothing else to this game, really, except the bullet time. And I am playing this game on my secondary gaming PC, which is powered by an Intel Core i3 Skylake. Whoa! Oh! I think I'm gonna take some peels. and 32 gigabytes of RAM, and an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 6 gigabyte video card. Fortunately, I built my PCs before the great crypto mining crisis of, I jumped too soon. Alright, but you're about to... that monkey duck. So I have been sitting pretty with my cards. I built my primary gaming PC in I think September of 2017, and then the backup in, I'm sorry, September of 2016, and then the backup in September of, or December of 2016. So I got it in just before all this mess started, about a year before. So peripherals that I'm gaming with tonight, I am gaming with the D-Ball 46 key professional gamepad. What they refer to as a professional. I don't really know what constitutes a professional gamepad, but by gamepad I mean, I'll see if I can pick it up and get it in the camera. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if that's getting in the camera at all. But it's one of these smaller than a full-size keyboard kind of thingies, which works out well for me because when I play a first-person shooter, the way I configure the controls is I always configure the controls for off the numeric keypad. And in my desktop peripheral refresh of this year, when I refreshed all my keyboards, I bought all 10 keyless keyboards, which I think is a shtick that I'm going to stick with. See what I did there? But that means, excuse me, that, whoa.
What the hell was that?
What that means is that I don't have a numeric keypad to assign those controls to. So now I have historically played with gamepads for quite some time. All the way back to the original something like, okay. They see you. There's no point in crouching, trying to remain stealthy. Flying down the stairs. Bullet ballet. Yeah, Max, maybe you don't want to mess with that door that's wired up fully with explosives. So yeah, I had the original Belk and Nostromo N50, and then an N52, and then bought the N52 Tournament Edition when Belkin sold that license and IP and stock and whatnot to Razer. I do have a Razer Tartarus Chroma, which I still use. The chair is in my way. Good thing you have some pills. I didn't take both of those. I'll go ahead and take all three and give it a risk mitigation game save there. So like I said, I'm playing with that, and I'm also playing with my Zalman gun mouse, FG1000, which is kind of this mouse that has kind of a reverse pistol grip, which may or may not make things feel more or less immersive. Oh no, he tried to bullet time out. Got yanked. Sit down. Coming for you, Betty. Detonators. Is there a phone ringing somewhere? From, right?
The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
No, that's going to do a lot to improve its gaming experience. So let's see if there's run max spawned enemies in here. Can't seem to blow the safe. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh, was that a... Yeah, because I think it's on this level if these guys start chucking grenades. Oh, they put cover up? Yeah. Is this me having come out of the vault? Nope. Alright, so we gotta do that all over again. Pick up the guns. Now, of course, that one. Why is that one not playing? Great, so it's only some of them. Great. Alright, so for the video game capture tonight, I am using the AverMedia Live Gamer Extreme GC550, which is one of my favorite game capture devices. One of the reasons being because it has a USB 3.0 interface, so it's high speed. But I also like that it has, I don't really know how I should take these guys out. So I had the pump action, I had the sawed off last time. So, but it also has 3.5mm jack inputs up front. Ooh, Max. Glad nabbit. Still a better result than last time. Nice. So like I said, this is a game that I feel like stands up pretty decently over time. A few enhancements have been added also.
Hold it! Max! Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack! I nearly shot you!
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue!
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place? Think it through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
So like I said, the GC550 has a 3.5mm jack up front, so the rest of tonight's... Ooh. So I'm using, so it has two 3.5mm jacks up front, but you can only route inputs to one of them at a time. So tonight I'm using the mic import, but the way I'm kind of working around that is I'm also using my Behringer Xenix 302 USB mixer. Blast it. Are you kidding me? I'm all the way back here? Great. So what I'm doing is, so I am, in order to get the in-game audio out of the ambient air and into a pair of headphones to keep it out of the open-air mic that I'm using,
Jesus, you almost gave me
I
a heart
am
attack.
taking the 3.5mm jack stereo output out of the back of the LG 27-inch 4K monitor that I'm playing on,
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight
and then
to the
routing
Roscoe
that
Bank vault through
into
old station
the
wall.
my Behringer Xenix 302 USB hardware mixer with a cable that takes a 3.5mm jack and splits it out to left and right RCA channels. So that's going into the line-in port on the Xenix 302 USB. Then the background music that you're hearing is Creative Commons music from YouTube being played from my Samsung Galaxy Note 8. And what I'm doing is I'm using the same kind of cable, a 3.5mm jack output that's plugged into the headphone jack of the Note 8. And then split out into left and right RCA channels. And that's going into the 2-track channel of the hardware mixer. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking, again, the same kind of cable. It starts with left and right channel RCA jacks as outputs from the 302 USB, and takes everything that's going into the hardware mixer. So my microphone, the YouTube music coming from the Note 8, and sends that over to the GC550. And this cable then combines all that stuff into a 3.5mm stereo jack input into the GC550, which I have routing into the microphone port. And then it just comes out as all one soundtrack on the GC550. For voiceover commentary today, I'm using, tonight, I'm using my Liegi L58 XLR microphone, pumped into, or powered through its own 48-volt phantom power supply. And that power supply box, takes the XLR input and sends it out as a 3.5mm jack output, which I have plugged into the Xenix 302 USB hardware mixer. And then, like I said, all that gets carried over the GC550. The GC550 is plugged into my my primary studio PC, which I use for game captures and live streams. Suckers are throwing grenades. Thought there was a guy there around the corner. So yeah, and I think that's everything. And then I'm actually, one of the rare things that I do, I also have the Elgato Stream Deck broken out, because I was going to do a live stream tonight. Live streaming is really the only time that I use it. But I had it broken out for live streams. When I shifted and decided to do a game capture, I just stuck with it. And then I should also say, for the webcam tonight, I'm using the Contour Roam 3 action cam, so hopefully that's taking a decent video. I'm not sure. I forgot to break out studio lights tonight, so it's probably pretty dark. Like I said, I was originally planning on doing a live stream, which I guess I should have had the studio lights out for that as well. Man, no cash. I guess one thing I want to see is, did that door over here open? No. No. I'm gonna take some pills. I should also mention that with the Liegi L58, I am also using a pop filter. And a wire mesh windscreen.
The bank robbers have been after Acer.
Yeah, like I said, there's some fix out there that you can use to get that audio back, I guess. So the only thing, I don't know how well the webcam video is going to come out. Because the Contour Roam 3, its micro SD card has to be formatted in FAT32, so it has a maximum theoretical file size limit of 2 gigabytes, which means it records for somewhere between 22 and 24 minutes, and then it now I'm breaking out the big guns. Yeah, just without that commentary, it just feels like the game is just jumping around.
Everything all right? Bosses, Joey, Virgilio, you all right in there? They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses, we're coming in. There he is.
Jeez, Max. Didn't really gain anything. Oh, grenades. I don't think that those are things that I want to be running around with inside a building. So I don't know how much longer the in-game music is going to last. My Note 8 is down to about 15% battery life. Yeah, you can open that. Alright. When you miss things like Max saying that the elevator doesn't work. Always check bathrooms and such, because sometimes there are pills there. So, one of the things this D-Ball 46 key gamepad does is it's a little more ergonomic. Just in terms of the wrist rest that it has. I can't remember.
Something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's there and they're not answering. Let's go already.
Ah, I thought those things were going to explode. Blasted. They didn't. I gotta take all these pills. I guess one thing I could do, might make things interesting, is chuck one of these in there. Oh, that's not good. Oh, did it seriously? I hate games that have.
Payne's there and they're not answering. Let's go already. Payne's gonna pay in space.
Ooh, that's not good. Good. Okay, that didn't work out too badly. I think I'll take that game save. So just in case I need a time sync, I'm about 30-35 minutes into this gameplay session, so this may be webcam segment 2 of episode number 302 of An Accounting of Third Measures, take 1. So sometimes when I'm doing, I call it off-axis or out-of-sync audio and video production, I need some things to key in on. Whoa. This is always a hoot. Ah! There's actually a good reason to do that. Never knew that. Just goes to show that sometimes playing a game over and over again, despite its age, has benefits. There's like
Previously on Lords and Ladies, Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer
bed
Corporation.
Nope. Doesn't give me any goodies.
My lord.
My lady, there is a matter of great importance that must be brought to your attention.
Was a little arbitrary. I did just kind of assume that dude was a bad guy without questioning him or anything.
The very first moment, upon that distant forest path, there has been sunlight and leaves blazing like the colors of
Chose not to read him his Miranda
You
rights.
should not speak so.
But my lady, I must.
My lord, no. I forbid you. This cannot be. This must not.
Yeah, we gotta turn that off.
There he is!
Who is?
The sucker!
Who are you talking to? You're by yourself. You got no backup. Aren't moving. I don't know if that's the swinger suite or something in there. No! Come on, Max, he was reloading when you got the drop on him. Yeah, I'm really not liking how long it takes Payne to reload the shotgun. Why do I not have any more grenades when I thought at one point he had 5 and I've only popped 1. Okay. One of the things I do like about this D-Ball 46 is
Oh, careful! It might kick back.
Get him!
who's that? Watch it, Vinny. It's my last pill. So, if you haven't used an Elgato Stream Deck, it's pretty neat, although I still think it's fairly limited. I keep hoping that they'll build more stuff into it, but basically it acts as kind of a little, particularly if you're using a streaming PC, it acts kind of as a little remote control head unit. I can pre-format Twitter messages to send out for when I'm going live on a live stream. I can start the recording from here, so my streaming PC is actually on the other side of this PC and its monitors from where I am. So these guys on V are kind of like the witch in Left 4 Dead. Like if you leave them, as long as you leave them alone,
Get him!
they're okay. But if they become really agitated or you mess with them, they get really violent. Dang. Wait, is this where I came from? Yeah, this is where I came from. So I don't mind that it resets you a little bit further back than where you actually were, but I hate having to search everything and pick up this stuff again. turn the wrong way again. So I think, contrary to the way I used to play, which is I used to try and bullet time all the time, every time. I'm feeling like a better way to play now, and I don't know if it's because of the peripherals I'm using or what, but I feel like it's better to just try and gun everybody down and use the bullet time a little more sparingly. Alright, Junkie. I really don't want to have to mess with you soon.
What the?
What? Right, now this is where he gets a little... I was hoping... Yeah, there's some pills in here. Helps a little. I'm still running pretty low. Now, if memory serves, you can actually break this apart. I think you actually have to traverse this next part. Great. So I think I really just need to get rid of every set of earbuds that I have. These are ones that I've kept around because a friend of mine gave them to me. But I just really don't like, particularly during streams and game captures, I really hate having to monkey around to get them in my ear and back out. So that time they just, the earbud came out, but the little exterior cushion was stuck in my ear. Yep, somebody apparently crossed Jack Lupino. He did not appreciate it. Those pills? Okay. So this is a game that I've actually completed in the past. So even though I'm missing some of the commentary pieces, all is not lost because I have heard all this stuff before. I don't know how you get out of here though. No, 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 no! Too late. That's a booby trap. I
Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back.
What have we here? If I remember this correctly and can do this without getting myself killed. It's a good reminder.
Hey! Told you. God damn! I thought it was a bomb for sure. Nah, the Russian wouldn't dare. This has been waiting to happen. I thought it was a bomb.
Plastic pulled up too early. It's a bomb named Payne. Whoa, who's that? That's another thing, is sometimes I feel like it's very difficult. I would claim that maybe the game's a bit inaccurate in representing where bullets are coming from. Yeah, don't mess with that guy. Like when you see the splash damage hit and the blood spread, it feels like that's not the actual direction that the bullet came from. So it gets a little difficult to seek enemies out. Yeah, so I think the Galaxy Note 8 just died. So there'll be no more tunes, but I only have maybe another 5 minutes or so of gameplay left. And truly, I've been playing a little more Bogart than I probably should be. Ew. Little blackmail room in here, huh? What?
Tim, go get him. No, wait, you go get him. You go and get him.
Well, where did you guys even shoot from? That's some movie magic right there. I really need some pills. Oh, an elevator that actually works. Nice. End of the chapter. Nope, no audio. Alright, well, I think this is a pretty good place to end, so I'm going to go ahead and save my file and get out of here. So thanks so much for joining in, for anybody who happens to swing by and check out this archive video on the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube. My name has been Gascally Stamus from GearWorks.com and the E2KG Network channel on YouTube. Please head over to E2KG and check out our gaming podcast series. So we do 2 shows per week. One, a larger discussion show. Half the time that's us going over our playlist and talking about the games that are currently in our rotation, what new games we've bought, and the feelings and thoughts about the industry that those games might evoke from us. And then on alternating weeks, it's just a big deep dive topical discussion show. And then on Thursday nights, we do a 30-minute show covering the week's news. 3 of us are usually on the core show on Tuesdays, and then just 2 of us do the news show on Thursday. So please head over there and check those out, and come on back to Rounding Off Affinity, and check out more third-person shooter, third-person action-adventure content, first-person shooters, racing games, etc. Each of the episodes are labeled with a title that kind of clues you into what genre of game that I'm playing. So once again, this has been an accounting of third measures, episode number 302. Thanks for joining in. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.